Hey guys, I've got the hat, I've got the shirt, can only mean one thing, it's another week of Homebrew Wednesday.
Oh, what became of the likely lad? What became of the dreams we had? Oh, what became of forever love? Oh, what became of forever love? We'll never know.
Hey guys, welcome to another week, it's Thursday here. Update on the activities, not really too much. I have earlier today tried the Harry's Greenwich Roy-ALE, which there's a little review on here for this week. I'll show you that one. Not a lot of brewing, it's been really hot here. We've been in the sort of high 30s, low 40s. I think on Sunday it was 41 degrees C here, so it's a little bit warm to be brewing. I've only, as I said before, I've only got the one fermenting fridge. I've got the Calypso Ale in that one. That's all fermented. Currently putting the dry hops, so just getting some aroma hops in there now. So that'll probably end up being filtered and going in the keg. In all likelihood, probably Saturday, or maybe Saturday, probably Sunday. So once that happens, I'll then do my next brew next week or the weekend. Still not got no all grain. I just haven't got time. It's the business end of the little athletic season, and my daughter's sort of competes quite heavily in that. So a lot of my time's taken up playing Dad's taxi service there, running around. So it's very difficult. So I've got another kit. It's a Mangrove Jack's kit. It's a British, so they call a British wheat beer. I think it's just basically a wheat beer. Not putting anything, not hopping or anything, I'm just literally going to go for the kit. I've got some dry wheat extract, just to throw in there to build up the alcohol and get in place of sugar. And literally going to brew that very quickly. As soon as it's fermented, it's going to go straight into my keg. My kegs ran out last night, so I've got absolutely no beer on tap. Thankfully, I've got a few beers on in bottles, so they're being refrigerated. Plus I've got the Thursday Tasting Moment beers, which I can have to drink and share with you guys. So look, without further ado, let's check out and see what I thought of the Harry's Greenwich Roy-ALE. So as promised last week, I thought that I've bottled and fermented out my very first all grain beer. I've not tasted it yet, so this is going to be a real live taste test. I'll be honest with you, whether it's good, bad or indifferent. This was brewed around about the end of November, beginning of December. So the flavours have mellowed out somewhat from when I first tasted it, when it was just pure water or very early beer, or green beer. So a lot of that smokiness flavour, which at that time was a little bit too strong for my own liking. When I tasted it as I bottled it, that seems to have gone away. Just to remind you, it's a Tudor beer from the Tune edition of Brew Your Own magazine, the American homebrew magazine. It's a Tudor recipe. I called it Harry's Greenwich Roy-ALE because he was king during the Tudor times, although I believe Henry VII was the real Tudor king. But little play on words there. King Henry VIII, I don't know if you know, lived in the Royal Palace in Greenwich, which was what you could see in the background in the equestrian events during the Olympics. Greenwich is also my hometown from London, although I now live in Perth, Australia. So without boring you any further, my life story, which I'm sure none of you are interested in, let's give it a go. Let's see if we can hear it first. Oh, nice little spit there of hiss of CO2. See how she... a little bit sulphuric, if I'm honest, in terms of odour. So that's the beer there. It is nice finger of head there. nice small bubbles to see how that retention goes. It's not, out of the bottle it smelled quite sulphuric, that's sort of dispersed in the larger glass. It is a wheat based recipe, that was the main fermentable in the all grain, so the colour that we've got there is very much what I expected. I've not filtered it, no intention of filtering this one, I want to get that effect. I use golden hops, very mild coming through, not really a very subtle hint of goldings, but not a great deal. As you can see, that head's beginning to disperse a little bit. Let's have the first taste test. First all grain, let's see how we go. That really isn't bad. I'm quite pleased with that. Quite fruity. Almost lemony. Or not lemony, citrusy. Carbonation's pretty good. A little bit of body, not a great deal. I am getting that sulphuric smell from the glass as I'm drinking it. I am getting that odour. But on the whole, I'm pleasantly surprised. No smoked grain there, taste there whatsoever, which I was expecting. Overall, not bad body there. Bit of lacing. Overall, I'm pleasantly surprised. As first attempt, I'd give this 80%. And the beer in terms of flavour, 65. Head retention's there, nice and tangy. Beautiful beer for the summer. Not particularly strong. I think it ended up being about 4%, 4.2%. Could be a session beer, I think, in the right conditions, right temperatures. Delighted with this. First attempt. So pleased. Let's see how we go with the next one. Thank you. So as you can see, it wasn't a bad first attempt. I was pleasantly surprised by it. The smoked grain wasn't particularly strong. Not overly worried about that. If I was to brew it again, I probably wouldn't do with the wheat or with the smoked grain. I'll probably make it purely as a wheat beer. I'd say it's probably about 65. It's not fantastic, but certainly not a disaster. In the background there, that's the assistant brewer that I think you may have seen on a video before, just checking on proceedings. So, yes, I enjoyed that. What's come up? I've got the Mangrove Jack's beer that I'll be brewing. As I said, that's a wheat beer. Got plenty of cleaning. I'm hoping get this week or get the next 2 weekends out of the way. I think next week I'm going to convert my boiler kettle to electrics. I'm going to take that back to the brew shop. They're going to convert that to electrics for me. Here's the assistant brewer. So we're going to do some more brewing with the all grain. So we'll do that in the next few weeks. That will be with the electrical, so that'll probably take next week to actually convert that, time they get round to drilling and filling that one. So I'll do that, then do the all grain, and then we'll hopefully be back on track with a lot more to report. Been checking out all you guys' videos. I try and leave comments on as many as I can. Particularly enjoy, obviously, always give them a shout out, but obviously like the Clements family. I love Lamo. Jez, you're always great to watch. Loved your bowling video, mate. How you managed to get that to spin like you did was fantastic. May have to head over to New South Wales sometime for you to show me. There's a couple of bottles of Harry's All Grain there, Jez, if you want me to send one over to you, so you can have a sample and see what you think of it. And yeah, just like trying to catch up with all you guys, see what's happening in your brew world, pick up a few tips, and hopefully share a little bit more of what I'm doing. I know Clements and Lamo, you go on Uvu sometimes. I'm going to really try and make an effort to get on that. It's just a little bit difficult with me being in Australia and you guys being in the States. But if you can PM me, let us know what times you'll be on there. Sunday will probably suit me better, and I'll try and catch up and we can have a chinwag, exchange stories. That's all for now, guys. Like I say, sorry not too much to report. You've met the assistant brewer, or should I say the chief brewer. She certainly bosses me around, and junior beer taster. So hey guys, without further ado, going to sign off. Look after yourselves, have a safe week, happy drinking, bye for now.
Oh, what became of the likely lad? What became of the dreams we had? Oh, what became